meteorologist Kelly Bass.
Well, here we are. We have a beautiful evening to look at. It is pretty, but it's pretty chilly out here. Not only do we have the clear sky, but we also have temperatures that are dropping off pretty quickly. And here in Providence, we're coming down from a high of 46. We're now down to 42. If you want to find the 30s, they're not too far off. You can find them in Smithfield and Killingly. And we are in the lower 40s at 40 right now, actually, in New Bedford, 41, in Newport, 43 for Westerly, and out to the block. So we've got these winds in here as well. So even though we already have chilly temperatures in their own right, we have winds that have been occasionally gusting greater than 20 miles per hour. And as a result, when the winds pick up, it makes it feel cooler. So even though a good number of communities are in the 40s, we are feeling like 35 already in Newport. We feel like 37 here in Providence, and it feels like 32 in Smithfield, even though the air temperature is actually 39. The bottom line is, if you've got evening plans, dress for temperatures that will be feeling 5 to 10 degrees cooler than the actual air temperature. It'll feel like the 20s by the time we get to 10 o'clock tonight. So those would be the temps to dress for. With that said, at least we have clear skies. We don't have to contend with any precipitation for tonight, and we're not expected to build in any clouds until well after midnight. But where the clouds are coming from may surprise you. Usually we move things along from west to east, but that's not what's going to happen here. We've got this area of low pressure backing toward the coast, and that will lead to an increase in cloudiness, again, well after midnight. So we have a complicated scenario setting up. We have this area of high pressure that's been driving our weather for the past 2 days. It's what's given us the sunshine. It's also what has been driving in this bone dry air into southern New England. Our current dew point in Providence is 3 degrees. It is super dry out there. So that means any precipitation that wants to come in, it's going to have a very hard time to make anything that could hold together long enough to reach the ground level. And that area of low pressure is sure going to try. So as it continues to work its way toward our region, the heart of it's not going to come here, but we will see some showers develop on the northern side of this. Some of these showers may be snow showers too, but it's mainly for easternmost areas of Massachusetts. As we go from Saturday into Sunday, we're going to transition our focus to this guy back here. That's an Alberta Clipper system, and Alberta Clipper systems have their own way of doing things. Whether or not it leads to snow on Sunday, you should know that a Clipper, and we're going to use this term a lot this winter, is a very fast-moving storm that has a lot less moisture. So they tend to breeze on through very quickly, and they'll bring maybe 3 to 4 inches of snow, and that would be it. This Clipper is not going to bring even that much moisture. So we have this northeasterly flow going at the same time from the ocean, where the ocean temperature is at 50 degrees. So this scenario will likely be in place from Sunday 6 p.m. to Monday 7 a.m. In that window of time, this cold snow wants to run into this northeasterly flow coming off an ocean where its temperature is 50 degrees. So not only are we going to set up a rain-snow line, as you can imagine, it's going to actually eat away some of that snow that wants to come down to the ground level. So that's why our totals with this Clipper are expected to be lower than a typical Clipper system. Again, average like 2 to 4 tops. That's what those Clippers do. So here's what I'm thinking. It's not a big deal of a system, but since we haven't really dealt with a good coating of snow yet, it of course is of interest. And one more thing may lead to slippery road conditions on Monday morning if this doesn't shut down early enough. So with all of that said, our forecast will be featuring temperatures that will be running cooler than average for an extended stretch. Highs will be topping out in the 30s and lows will be bottoming out in the 20s. Now, whenever we have any breezes during the mornings, it's going to make it feel so much colder. So keep that in mind. We could feel like the teens in the mornings for most of that stretch. Again, with lows in the 20s and just a little bit of a wind.